You alright?
Yeah. Stay hammer time. I just like fishing around people so I have somebody to talk to. Guess I'll go out there and talk to now.
Hey, John Cruz here with your Sunline Recap from Ross Barnett. Just got home from the 4th Elite Series stop down in Mississippi. Man, that lake has got a bunch of stumps in it. It's got a bunch of dirty water and a bunch of flats. It's got some big fish in it. The lake really didn't get a chance to show out like it really can. It's got some really nice fish in it. But the fish were in a transitional period between the spawn, the shad spawn was going on, so there's a lot of fish keying in on that. That seemed to be real scattered. It wasn't real condensed. We had a lot of wind during the week, and the fish are going to move offshore here in a couple weeks. So it was kind of in a transitional period, but still a good number of fish caught. I got on a few different patterns in practice, and basically my pattern was fish what's in front of me. I caught fish on all kind of different lures in practice, and I knew that was just going to translate right into the tournament. Ended up finishing in 35th place. Not a great tournament, not a bad tournament. Got some decent points. Moved up to 16th in the overall in the AOY points. So I had that part of it was decent. But the first day of the tournament, I went out and scrapped up 11 pounds. Caught fish on a number of different baits, including Spro, bronze eye frog. Caught some fish on a D-bomb. Caught some fish also on a crawfather. Caught some fish on a buzz bait. This is a little chatter buzz with a crawfather on the back. That bait has some nice bulk to it, and it has, but it's still relatively thin, and it has the craw tentacles that really look good going through the water. So I love that on the back of a chatterbait. And then we had the jackhammer. It's a 1/2 ounce shad color with a twin turbo fish illustrious on the back. Caught some fish on that during the first, second, and third days. And I also caught some fish on a river to sea spinnerbait. Doing that on the shad spawn early in the morning. I never caught any good fish on that shad spawn, so I didn't get too tied up in it. But it was a good way to put a couple fish in the boat in the first few hours. But I also did catch a few fish on a Carolina rig. Baby destroyer as always. Caught a couple keepers doing that, but my big fish came on the second day. Like almost all the big fish I caught for the whole week came on the second day. The first day I caught a 3.5 pounder on the buzz bait. Pretty awesome explosive strike. I thought it was going to be about a 6 pounder, but then on that second day I was fishing, and man, it just seemed like I knew that I needed one more good fish. I had a limit. I needed a good fish in order to make that top 50 cut. And sure enough, yes! Right when I cast this bait, it all went down. Caught that 4.13, I think is what it weighed, almost a 5 pounder. I knew that fish put me in the cut. Yes! Huge deal. A lot of adrenaline flowing. Gosh, yes. Yes! Like that sometimes you just keep trying your ass off. somebody puts a little light on you, you know. And I flipped up a little over 3 on the D-bomb that second day, and also caught another one over 3 on the buzzbait on that second day. So I had over 14 pounds jumped up into the cut. And then I scrapped out a limit of 2-pounders, had 10 pounds on that third day, ended up in 35th place. But man, it was. I like junk fishing. I don't mind it at all. Just fish what's in front of you. You go through a bunch of different baits, have 11, 12 different rods on the deck, and just fish what's in front of you. Fish the moment. So moved on. Already set my sights towards Sam Rayburn. Sam Rayburn is going to be a crazy event. It's the Texas Fest, right? So it's going to be a catch, weigh, and release tournament. Stay tuned. You're going to see a lot of cool footage because I'm going to have the GoPros going through that whole event. So you're going to see some really cool stuff in those events that you haven't seen in these first 4 events. Catch, weigh, and releasing those fish, putting them back. A really cool conservation deal. Plus, it's going to be extra money involved in that event, so that's always good, especially for the bass fishermen. That's always good, and plus it's going to be benefiting Texas Parks and Wildlife. So stay tuned for the Sam Rayburn event for your next Sunline Recap.